When you think about it, it is so simple. Your main objective with Etsy is decreasing the time in between sales, right? So, say for example, now you get 2 sales a day, one sale every 12 hours, right? Your main objective is to decrease that time between them. And I know this sounds so basic, it sounds so stupid, it's common sense, right? But when you think of it this way, you turn it into a game. You gamify making money. Your main objective here is how can I decrease that time? What can I do? Oh, this day, there was only an hour between each sale, right? That day there was an hour and a half between every sale. Okay, how can I keep going? And well, there's a few obvious ways, there's a few less obvious ways, so let's talk about it. The most obvious way is, I used to talk about this a lot in the past, and it's horizontal scaling. Okay, I don't talk about it too much anymore because it's just overused. Everyone throws this phrase horizontal scaling out, and it's like, well, what does it mean? Well, it means if you have one store making you $10,000 a day, right? Would it not be easier to have 10 stores doing you $1,000 a day? Or if you're doing $1,000 a day on one store, would it not be easier to have 10 to $100 a day? And when you break it down like that, the objective of that store becomes a lot easier. It can be a lot quicker, smoother, less issues, right? And it's something that we do a bit now. We never really used to do it a lot in the past. It used to just be one store, run it up as big as possible, then to the next. But once you have a good understanding of Etsy, how things work, you've got a good store operation system, your logistics all handled, maybe you've got a team, right? Horizontal scaling is the best way to take you to the next level, because if you have one store, it all relies on that one store getting sales. Whereas if you have 10, you can have a really wide spread. And a great analogy I also used to give a lot is when a fisherman goes fishing, okay, the fisherman with the bigger net, with the biggest net, can catch the most fish. Say objectively it is an absolute even playing ground, right? Which Etsy can be for beginners, right? Obviously you're not going to compete against the big dogs, but whatnot. Just imagine it's an absolute even playing ground. You're in the ocean. There's all these fishermen. There's fish everywhere. The fish per square meter is absolutely even. Okay, who's gonna catch the most fish? The person with the little net, the little scoop thing you buy when you go on beach holidays, or the guy with the massive industrial trawler and the net that spreads out further than the eye can see? It's gonna be that guy. And, to get to that point isn't huge, right? He's just gone, right, how do I get more fish, more nets? And your more nets are more stores. More stores with more products, better research, better optimized, better ran, right? Because if you're running one store, you have to just keep putting listings up on that one store until something works, and then keep trying and hoping it. You can never really roll with it. You can never really flow it. Once it's sat there, it can potentially cap out depending on how you're doing it, right? It depends what you're selling, obviously, right? Time of seasons, yada, yada. But when you have 10 stores all working together, right? They're all working, all being ran, same systems, everything's working, that the time between sales really naturally decreases because you have one store doing 2 sales a day, okay? Very easy to get 2 sales a day, right? But now you have 10 stores and they're all getting 2 sales a day and you're getting 20 sales a day, right? So naturally, you've decreased the time. And I know you're saying, why not put it all on one store? Well, the current Etsy climate, you want to be safe, right? Like anything in life, you never want to have all your eggs in one basket. You watch a lot of YouTubers, financial YouTubers, hustlers, entrepreneurs, read about business books, whatever. How many of them have just one source of income, right? And you can diversify so easily, right? To create a new store, it's so simple. You don't have to, get the theme ready and do all the branding and do all this and do all the tech skills and the apps and the plugins and install everything. Make sure it's all working, right? It's just done for you. You go, right, okay, there's my logo template. There's my banner template. Boom. fill the information in, dosh, listings, right? So it's like, for you to get your new store and new stores into your system and feed your pipeline, it's not very long, right? It's not very long. And now, if you're an absolute beginner to the platform, horizontal scaling is not what you want to do. You want to really focus on one store, learn the game, learn the basics, learn what things do well, how to structure things, how to set things up, your photos, your videos, everything, right? That's what you work on as a beginner. And then, okay, you get banned and you're like, right, okay, rite of passage. Now I'm on to the big leagues. If I got banned, I was probably making money. I learned a lot. Now it's time to up my game. Right, so at the end of the day, you just want to take the best path for you that's going to decrease time between sales. And, I hope that kind of saying sticks, because yes, that's what e-commerce is about. If you can have a second between sales, you're going to be a very rich person, right? The less time between sales, the more money you make. So it's turn into a game, right? Gamify the game of life. Gamify Etsy, gamify dropshipping, right? And see what you can do and analyze it and hyper analyze it and track data and, level up and make like little set goals and rewards for yourselves and all sorts of nonsense. Whatever gets you to doing it, that's the main message. That's the main takeaway. Whatever helps you decrease times between sales, and horizontal scaling is one of those ways, right? You build up the stores, you get them 10 listings, whatever, 10 to 20, and you sit there and you have them safe, and they're like your little nest eggs, boom, boom, boom. And you don't have to stop at 20. Once you have 10, you don't have to stop at 10. Once you have 10 stores running well, you're making money. So you can have a team, and now those 10 stores are, 95% completely managed, right? And now you've got your time back. Now you work on another 10, rinse and repeat. And yes, it's going to be filled with obstacles, ups and downs, but like in my last video, I talked about that. You just got to roll with the punches. Yes, you can get banned, but right now you're not banned. So keep going, keep moving forward, and roll with it as it happens.